The best artistic advice I've ever received was from my art teacher back in secondary school. He told me that whether he gives me something to do or he does not, that I should practice on my own. And then when I put all those things that he said into practice, that was one of the things that actually helped me a lot. My name is Daniel Ugopa. I am studying Fine and Applied Arts in the University of Benin. My art journey started from my secondary school days. I got inspired by those that were good in the class, and I got inspired by my art teacher because I loved seeing, creative works. I love seeing paintings. I love seeing drawings. And at some point, I asked myself, how about I try this thing and then see how it goes? And that's how I started. I started practicing, and it became a hobby. From a hobby, it became a career. I would describe my artistic style as colorful and vibrant. I love making use of strokes. I love making use of bright colors, and I normally don't like dull colors, and so I make my paintings as vibrant as possible. I make sure the colors show my expression. I try to bring out this intensity when I paint, and I like a lot of light in my paintings. I come up with my ideas firstly by personal experiences, and secondly by inspiration when I study the scriptures. For example, my painting, which is titled Acceptable Praise, was inspired by Psalm 51 from the Bible. The painting depicts scenes from the Bible, such as the creation, the parting of the Red Sea, the Garden of Eden, and different parts of the Bible. And it also depicts the birth of Jesus, and also his death, his burial, and his resurrection, and also the Pentecost. So it's just a painting that is showing our journey as believers, right from creation till when we fell, and then when Christ came and redeemed us. Okay, the medium I work with is acrylic, mainly because it dries fast, and then is for me it's much better to use because I love to do my work fast, and I don't like waiting for paint to dry, so I prefer using acrylic. A piece is never complete except the artist is satisfied with the work. So for me, I can say that a work is complete only when I'm satisfied with what I'm seeing. If not, I can still be adding and adding and adding and adding to it. So even if the work looks finished, I can still, as long as I'm not like satisfied with what I'm seeing, then I'll keep on working on it. The persons that have really inspired me in the art world, firstly my secondary school arts teacher, Mr. Onu, that's his name. So he was one that brought me into, like, he helped me to discover myself, and he helped me to improve, because I remember those days I would go to his office, and then he will give me like things to draw, and then I'll go back, I'll draw, I'll paint, and I'll come back and show him. He'll give me corrections. So if not for him, I'm very sure that I would have been discouraged a long time ago. Yeah, because he really helped me a lot. Then secondly is Dmitry Sirenko. He's an impressionist. So he has inspired me because he loved using a lot of colors in his paintings. His colors are vibrant, and I just see life in his work. Yeah, so he has also influenced me greatly. How do I stay inspired and motivated? It's based on my understanding that as an artist, I'm not just supposed to create works because I feel like it or because I want to. I just have to create works because I need to. So it's like part of me. As a believer, I always want to spread the gospel, the message of the gospel with my art. And secondly, I want to spread the message of positivity. Because I discovered that most creative, most fine artists tend to express just their, their bad thoughts and then their bad feelings and all of that. So what I want to focus on is on the good side. I want to make sure I express positivity as much as possible and also pass the message of the gospel. One of the greatest challenge has always been the price of materials. Yeah, and then because most times when you go and buy certain materials, let's say brushes or colors, and then you go back there like after a few months and discover that the price has gone double. So that I would say that's like one of the only challenge. And secondly, publicity, and that is what social media is there for, because it has been able to help me to solve that problem of publicity. If there is any artist that I would love to meet, it's going to be Dimitri Sirenko, because I really want to know how he does what he's doing. Because sometimes I wonder, I'll just try to replicate his work and I'll just make a mess out of what I'm doing. So I just really want to meet with him and also learn from him personally. A particular painting which I would love to recreate is a self-portrait by Vincent van Gogh, which he did between 1887 and 1888.
I'm Inwole Isaiah. I'm an artist. Actually started this art journey since when I was very young, at a very little age. I love drawing and everything in primary school. Then